Everybody telling you that you need good chest genetics to build a huge chest are lying to you. Let me explain. Hey guys, it's Tim. If you have a flat chest right now and you want to develop those juicy pecs, you have come to the right video. When I was 16 years old, I remember watching a movie where Dwayne Johnson was in it, and I think Kevin Hart or some other actor was throwing blueberries at him, and some of the blueberries landed on Dwayne Johnson's chest. And you know, Dwayne Johnson can actually has a really big chest, and I still remember that time he literally just gave me an impression that his chest has his life of its own, because he can just bounce his chest and bounce the blueberries off his chest. And from that day onward, I was just really hooked about getting a well-defined chest, because I used to have a really flat chest last time, and I guess that kind of made me a little bit insecure about how I looked last time. But fast forward to today, I believe that I have a really well-defined chest after 2.5 years of weightlifting. So in this video, I will impart to you the exercises that you should incorporate into your workout routine, as well as the training principles that you should be aware of to maximize your juicy or maximize your chest gains. So let's just get straight into it. And stick to the end of the video, because I'm going to give a bonus tip to maximize your chest gains even further. I'm not saying this to like hook the viewer about, actually it is, but it aligns with all the other tips behind. It's not just a random tip that I give just so that the viewer can just stick to the end, but it actually correlates to whatever tips that I'm going to say in throughout the video, basically. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. The first exercise that you should prioritize the most in terms of your chest gains is the incline dumbbell presses. Well, before I move on to the exercises, which I already did, by the way, I will talk about the sections of the chest. That is the upper chest, the mid chest, as well as the lower chest. And the exercise that I just mentioned just now, the incline dumbbell press, prioritizes targeting the upper chest. And targeting your upper chest will actually give you the most bang for your buck, because having a big upper chest will actually make your chest look fuller, and also it will also give you the illusion of having broader shoulders or a wider clavicle, this part of your body, as well as giving you that V-taper shape. Because the broader your shoulders are and the smaller your waist, you basically have the V-taper look. And spamming the incline dumbbell presses will actually give you that look. And that's one of the exercises that I will recommend you highly do. Well, you can also do incline Smith machine presses, which are also good for chest growth and progressive overload. But for me personally, I would opt for the dumbbell presses for the incline angle, because there's a wider range of motion when you when you pull the weight down on the bench, because the weight can actually go all the way down and stretch all the way down to your pecs here, as opposed to just the barbell where it's kept at your chest, where the barbell will touch your chest. And yeah, do incline dumbbell presses. And also, I would mention about how to target your mid and lower chest. People always say, oh, if you want to have aesthetics, you gotta spam those incline dumbbell presses, like what I said just now. But in order to have that complete look or that complete chest, you gotta prioritize your lower and also your mid chest. Well, if you have a greater development in your lower chest, but your upper chest is not so well developed, you have the saggy look. That's why you need the upper chest. But if you don't have the lower chest, it just feels it's just like a missing piece of the puzzle. And the two exercises, or maybe three exercises, that I would recommend you do are the flat bench dumbbell press, or you can also do the conventional bench press, but that's more dangerous. You need a spotter. So I will opt for the flat bench dumbbell press. It's easier to set up and easier to prepare, and you can just easily bail off if you cannot do another rep, as opposed to barbell, the conventional bench press, and that will target mostly your mid and lower chest. And also, you should also start incorporating other movements that will hit your chest at different angles, such as the pec deck. You know, the pec deck is a machine where you can actually bring your arms together like this, and it will target your mid and also your lower section of the chest. You can also do that with cable flies, but I would do it on the machines because for me personally, it stimulates more mind muscle connection. And talking about mind muscle connection, I will talk about the training principles you should incorporate into your chest workout to maximize those chest gains. And the first principle is to do within the 3 to 4 set range. Well, there's a reason why people always say you gotta do like 3 to 4 sets of each exercise, because the more repetitions you do, basically, the more tearing of your muscle that you have. It's just like if you want to be a better golfer, you just gotta stroke the stick even more times. It's just the same thing with bodybuilding, and the more reps you have, the more stimulus your muscle has, and ultimately more gains. And each set should have 10 to 12 reps or 8 to 12 reps, and also you should progressively overload. What that means is that if you can hit 12 reps easily with a certain amount of weight, you should consider adding more weight, because the more weight that you can add, ultimately you also have more muscle stimulus and also more gains. That's why people say that if you have a higher bone density, it means that you can carry more weight. So it's kind of like a cheat code if you have a strong bone structure, which will also allow you to carry more weight. And the third principle is to prioritize mind-muscle connection, as well as the fourth principle, which is your form. Having good form is the difference between you being injured or you targeting a completely different muscle group and you getting gains. So if your form is incorrect, you better find a way to correct it right now. And I will make a video in the future about the correct forms for different exercises. But yes, those are the 4 principles that you should incorporate into your chest workout. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, I mentioned that I will give you a bonus tip. And the bonus tip is that if you really want to accelerate your chest gains, you should train your chest maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Well, you can have like 2 push days in a week, but if you're on a time constraint and you just really want to prioritize your chest gains, this is how you should go about it. And this tip is for those people who think that they have good genetics and other areas of their body, but their chest is just lacking, or they just don't care about other parts of their body. They just want to have that big chest. Well, this tip is for you. Hit chest 2 to 3 times a week, and also, actually that's all about it. Just train chest more if you actually feel like your chest is lacking, or you just really care about getting a really big chest. Just train it more often. And another tip that I want to give to you, another bonus tip, is to train hard. Sometimes you may not be training as hard as you can. If you don't make any weird faces on the last rep of your set, you are probably not training hard enough. So if you have a friend or somebody to keep you accountable and telling you like, oh, push up, no, you got more, and that is the difference between you feeling normal after a workout or feeling completely sore after the workout. And yeah, train hard, and those are really the things that I have to say. That's really all I have to say in this video. So to conclude, target your upper chest by doing incline dumbbell presses. Target your mid and lower section of your chest doing flat bench dumbbell presses, as well as pec decks. Also, the 4 principles that I outlined just now is to work within the 3 to 4 set range. Prioritize your form, your mind-muscle connection, and what else? Progressively overload. And the bonus tip that I gave was to train hard, as well as just train chest more often. And if you have any questions about fitness related stuff, just let me know in the comment sections, or whatever medium of contact that you can do to reach out to me. Just go ahead and ask me a question. I am more than willing to answer those questions. And that's really all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for listening to me yap about fitness, and have a good day.